I'm finally back to playing some good old Temtem. I haven't played this game in a long while. As I recall, our rival got pushed off of the edge here. Yeah, can we go somewhere? It says the normal still isn't at 100%, but we can still do short trips until we're repaired. Says the Congress is fine and dandy, but what we need is action. We liberate Kisiwa by fighting the Bel Soto, not by talking. Huh. Alright. Return to Passy his house and tell Ariadne. It's been so long since I played this game. My mind's kind of blank. Let me get there. Okay, yes, I have. It's a terrible loss. I'm trying to muscle the courage to go back to Zadar and tell their family. They were so familiar to you in so many ways. It's tragic things that had to end this way. They really admired you deep down. I'm sure that with sufficient time and patience, you two would have come to a better understanding of each other and would have joined forces to fight their cause. But things don't always go like we plan or wish. That, too, is a lesson of adulthood. Titan Gamer, a bitter lesson, but a true lesson nonetheless. Anything from my favorite people, how can I help you? I think that rings a bell. The daughter of Minos, the fisherman, by Solaro. Is she already grown up? How time flies. I'll be glad to help, of course. Let her know I'm expecting her in Arbery. I need a research assistant. But just please let me read. I wonder if there are any books on applied psychohistory. Oh, you're that Titan Gamer, is it? That Dennison detective sidekick? Ah, pleasure. From the sound of it, you've done some service to Kisiwa in this so-called Congress. What do you want, then? A bit more restive than usual, truth be told. We keep hearing of weird things going on in Kisiwa, and there was some disruption to our crystal supplies from Tukma. But we didn't foresee anything like this. And then there have been weird incidents in my lab. At first I thought it was only an accident, and then I thought it was deliberate. But just doing some petty local tamer. But now that I hear Dr. Hamijo has joined the Bel Sotos, everything starts to make sense. Terrifying, to be honest. It's complicated. Anyway, is there any reason you're asking me this, or is it just idle chatter? A lot of urgency and plenty of good intentions, but most of this has no precedent. We all respect Musa's moral authority after having expelled the Bel Soto from Kisiwa, but he has no legal or official mandate. Some dojo masters didn't show up, and those of us who did are in no way subordinate to him, or his Congress, or any other authority. It makes it difficult to take decisions on an assembly. Musa and Tahani make good case for decisive action, but in what form? A sort of congressional army roaming the archipelago, like the kings of old times. Nobody wants that, except Koli. It sounds like something that General would dream of. Ah, there we are. Tani inquired about that too, but then she had to meet that detective of hers. Since you seem to be working with them, I suppose I can trust you too. Well, story time then. I'll try to keep it brief though, not like those long rants of Professor Victor. Every time he tells a story, I just want to tear my hair out. So this is a long time ago, before digital Temtem, before Tem cards. Back then you had to carry your Temtem in your herds or cages, but I digress. Back then, Tahani was fresh out of the dojo, not much more experienced than you, and Konstantinos was a strapping young lad. And Dr. Himijo was one of our most promising students. He was very much into Temtem too. I could put him in charge of digital. I could put him in charge of the digital project. I was more interested in tech applications. You see, Tani was dealing with new Tems themselves, taming and training them. Hajime was developing the digital using the research papers of Konstantinos. Until then, just a crazy theory. Yarine and Nala, the former dojo master of Kisiwa, were helping with the bio side of it. I lost track to most of them when I went into tech dev, but they were all top notch. It was the first truly pan-archipelagian project, and it was glorious. The very creme de la creme, as Victor likes to put it. He was one of the assistants. Very chatty guy. He teaches Tim more about Arbor these days. Tim cards, for instance. Can you imagine how cumbersome it was to move Temtem around before them? Cards? You had to be quite wealthy to be able to afford more than a handful of them. And you don't even try bringing Fire Tim aboard airships or traveling overland with Water Tim in places like Tassa Desert. You get the idea. And not just them cards. Every piece of digital tech we have today derives from the same project. TV, computers, that Tempedia of yours, everything works on the same principle. Hamijo didn't want to stop with the digital Tems. He thought we had to keep perfecting them, and by perfecting them, making them into robots, mindless slaves. So, of course, the more taming-oriented team members objected. Those who came from dojo traditions concerned with Tem welfare, but he was a pure technologist and didn't care too much for ethics. Konstantinos tried his best to bring about some sort of compromise, but he wasn't very good at mediating, to be honest. Things turned out pretty nasty. There was something, a theoretical paper or something like that. Imagine that, in the middle of that storm, he proposed dropping crystal Tems into pressure chambers. That didn't go down well. I'm not surprised he's continued to pursue that idea. He always was relentless. He was always relentless and remorseless, too. Would have been a great scientist, but ultimately what he did wasn't science. Science is not neutral, and to pretend that it is disingenuous, we have to make a stand, and we must stand for ethics. We science folk, and not gods, have a duty to take care towards Tems and humans. I know he's your mentor, and you respect him greatly, but you have to understand everybody makes mistakes, and he was very young back then. He wanted to give Hamijo a chance to redress himself, and he was also very interested in digital Tems, so he feared shutting down the project might lose him more advanced species. Oh well. The last few years he's been traveling a lot, and he told me something about metamimic Tems. Honestly, I didn't pay much attention. The whole terminology angle is a bit boring to me. A cheap, scalable, sensible alternative to pan-solar power. Now that's the future. In the end, I had to intervene, but it was too late. The team was split, I had to expel Hamijo, and the project was cancelled. It was pretty much a success. Mind you, we had digital Tem, and technological revolution underway, but who knows what could have been. In any case, I tried to keep tabs on Hamijo, but he totally vanished. He was bitter and felt betrayed, and I wish I had intervened earlier and saved him, if that makes sense. To the Anak incident you mentioned, to Clan Bel Silta having abundant digital Temtem, to the invasion of Kisiwa, and to the recent incidents in Sipanku. For some time now, digital Temtem have been disappearing from my lab in Nanto. I thought it was lab assistants or local tamers being a bit cheeky, a bit greedy. But now I see a pattern, and there are rumors about a fortified cloud going around, which I dismissed as folktales from drunk villagers, but now I don't think so. Yes, and a lot of them seem to have escaped or been purposefully released into the wild. It's caused some problems with local Temtem. I thought it was an incident, but now I'm not so sure. It sounds more like there's been a major Bel Silta operation in Sipanku going on for a while, right under my nose. It's too similar to legends and fairy tales, like the Nantoshima Monogatari, to be taken seriously. But it matches some testimonies we've heard from Kisi-1 resistance fighters at the Archipelagic Congress, some sort of massive fortress they can move around. Not so fast. See, Panku is a big place. Trust me on that. We don't have time for you to be trekking all over the place looking for Bel Siltos. The clan can be preparing a new attack as we speak. You need to narrow it down a bit more. Once we're there, I can help you as much as I need you. As much Yeah, as much as you need, but we'll need more precise location in an airship, of course. Attaboy, and don't forget we need an airship. Sipanku is too far to ronk hump it all the way, or whatever you call it. Okay, report back to Carlos. Where is Carlos? Where in the world is Carlos? Okay. Okay. Carlos, partner. How did it go? Sapanku, yes, that makes sense. Where in Sapanku is the question. Where in Sapanku is the question. We can't afford to go in blind, and the archipelago can't afford another Kisiwa. There must be something we've missed, some piece of evidence, somewhere we've forgotten to check. Forget it. The resistance has turned the city upside down looking for clues. They're very thorough, but so was that general. He burned or took all his papers. I made a point of researching the place a while ago. Nothing at all. Lottie hasn't been there for some time anyway. Actually, you might be onto something there, partner. We left Amnesia in a hurry, and Tahani never mentioned sending anyone there. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. It was the Bel Soto headquarters during their Amnesian game. Good catch, partner. Hurry up and go to the giant banyan. We need to find something that points us in the right direction. Huh. Interesting. Search the giant banyan for clues. Alright, let me get there. No, don't need it. Alright, here. A living fortress. Uh-oh. More encounters. Okay, what level are these? Things are probably... Yeah. I'm gonna run from these. Backpack. No, not that. Super Send. Yeah, I do not want to encounter these Tem here. Okay. Oh. Are these ones higher level? Nope. Oh yeah, my Nestle's level 81. A lot of grinding has been just, like, done. Okay, I'm here. Okay, wait a minute. Nice. A diary? Day 1. Arrived from Denise. An utterly foul mood. We will get revenge on outrageous Dennis and interloper. I swear by my Brayside ancestors distraught Taya. Day 3. Made point of buying all skates on island. Ensure nobody reaches volcano. Dr. Himojo, intolerably disrespectful from a buffoon commoner. But one has orders. Respect the chain of command, etc. Ran out of tea. I said Taya. Tea. Day 5, arrived at this dismal banyan place, awful overgrowth everywhere, kicked out natives, no decent tea to be found anywhere. Day 10, still sans tea, slowly perishing in this forsaken place. Day 12, Dr. Himojo, finally making some sort of progress, has triggered an eruption or some such. Natives growing restless. Day 14, tremendous eruption. Airship access blocked. My liege approves. Says good cover for General Kisi-1's OP. Hamijo refuses to report daily as requested. Day 15, eyes on Nyanga. Docs say Narwhal arrived. Tahani on her way. Must hurry. Cannot wait to go to Arbory and have a proper cup of tea. There's still more. It looks like Lady Lottie's diary. I wonder if there's something useful here. Perhaps we can learn something about Clan Bosolta from her diaries. I'd better bring this to Carlos. 2 silicon shards. Not bad. Proteins aren't. Okay. Don't really feel like fighting these things. Okay, almost out of here. Almost made it. I gotta say though, this game is pretty good. This game is a pretty good Monster Tamer game. It is definitely worth the amount. It's definitely worth the amount. Alright. I gotta get back to Carlos. Okay. Yep, I'm going the right way. Yeah, keep it on. I don't want to meet Temtem right now. I want to get the heck out of here. Wow, wrong way. Whew. Time to get back to Carlos. A lot of ground to cover. Alright. Okay. We are almost there. Nope, won't need that for a little bit. Yo, let's fly. Okay. Carlos still in the same place? Yes, he is. Okay. Partner, any luck? Partner, do we have a lead? We need a better lead. I found Lady Lottie's diary. Amazing. Give it here. This is a gold type gamer. Gold. Let me see. This seems to be a standard cipher. Yes. You take the first and last word of every page and, well, I don't need this page here, and it looks like this the kind of stuff you'd find useful when you rip it out. Yeah, keep it. Technique. Course for brace. Survival is often the greatest of victors. Only effective if Tim is already alerted. Remove it. It gives it 82 turns. And here's 10%. That's not bad. Let's see. Bring Telebos to Iwaba. Keep our positions OBN going to garrison it. Yeah, it must be that giant flying fortress the Kisuans have been reporting, and Iwaba is a wild region on the edge of Sapanku. Exactly where I would hide such a massive thing. We got a Titan Gamer. We know where the Bills are all hiding. We can hit them before they plan ever attack. Quick, go to Musa and sail to Waba as soon as you can. Musa's approval for the mission. That's a trek. That's quite a trek. Whew. Good progress was made today.